All right, thank you very much for the question, Keenan. Another one from the audience now comes from Barbara Schult. Good to see you.
Will you take steps to end the corrupting influence of money in politics? And if so, specifically, what would those reforms be?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And we have tried in the past to do sort of campaign finance reform, and it's been struck down by the courts as an infringement on the First Amendment, on the right of people to buy speech, that speech is a type, even paid speech is a type of speech. I think there is a way that's consistent with the Constitution, though, that you could limit the effect of special interests. And I do agree with you. I think special interests have, and money, has too much influence in Washington. One way of trying to fix it that I think would pass muster with the Supreme Court that I've been thinking about is that when we give out contracts, so let's say you come to government and we give you a $1 billion contract. When you sign that contract, I think we could put limitations in the contract that says that you agree to limitations on using any of that money to lobby government for more money. The thing that makes me the maddest is you get $1 billion, or a contractor gets $1 billion, they take the first $1 million and they hire a lobbyist and they come back and ask us for more, and it's this vicious cycle. But I think what we'd do is we wouldn't preemptively say, oh, you can't do this. We'd say if you get the contract, you can't do this. And there is a precedent for this. If you're in the active duty military, you're not allowed to run for office in your uniform. It's just a rule. If you're a federal employee, the Hatch Act says you can't campaign. So we already have, but there are limitations you voluntarily agree to. If I join the military, I sign a contract with them and I'm employed by them, I'm limited in what I can do campaign-wise. The same way the Hatch Act limits federal employees, I think we should do it for contractors. The only way, though, you'd ever get it passed is you'd have to limit both big business contractors and the unions. If both of them were limited equally and you had preventions built into the contract, so if there's a government union that has 2 million people working for it or 500,000 people, they would have to have the same restriction that a big contractor would have. That's the only way you'd ever get both parties probably to agree to it. But I am in favor of doing something.
All right, thank you, Senator.